Hey guys, and welcome to your Thursday free talk afternoon lesson. Now, keeping with what we talked about this morning, and I'm going to keep talking about this because the world talks about it. The circular world talks about it. Satan talks about it. So let's keep talking about this. Now, I'm going to this morning, I talked about sickness and disease and how people embrace it and how people uh, make a soft place to land, how people would rather pay for prescriptions rather than tithe and offering. And then I also talked about you get what you seek first. So, whatever it is you're seeking first, that's what ye shall have. But here's my other question. Here's my evening lesson, what I wanted to focus on. If you're so busy being sick, if you're so busy being sick and tending to your sickness, how will you know what God's plan is for you? How will you know? How will you know? You see, everywhere I turn today, commercials talking about diabetes, commercials talking about heart attacks, commercials talking about mental health, commercials talking about depression and anxiety, commercials talking about diabetes, commercials talking about prescriptions this and prescriptions that. And there's a pill. There's a flipping pill for everything. I mean, if you can name it, there's a pill for wellness. They're called vitamins. That's right. If you are so well, you don't need a prescription, you can go get vitamins and keep staying well. There's a pill for it all. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I refuse to give sickness a soft place to land. I refuse to give sickness a place to harbor. I refuse to let Satan use my body, abuse my body, confuse my body. I refuse to do it. Like I said this morning, and oh yeah, I can be a little louder because all the members I told y'all that sleep in the morning because they work in the evening, they're all gone because here in my world it's 3:30 and they're all at work. So now I can talk. Here's the thing. If you make accommodations for sickness in your life, then you will be sick. If you make accommodations for wellness, then you will be well. You make accommodations for everything else and it comes about, right? Don't mind me, I'm fidgety. I'm always fidgety. So it's not a sickness. I'm kidding. uh, I make my own self laugh, I really do. I'm just so full of joy and the Holy Spirit that I, nothing really gets me down. I enjoy my life. I enjoy being excited. I enjoy not being sick. I enjoy being joyful. I just joy all around. So, um, but I am a normal person. Every now and then I get annoyed, and that's not for long because I don't allow Satan to rule my emotions. You know. So anyway, I just I don't make accommodations for sickness. I make accommodations to pay my rent. I make accommodations to pay my light bill. You know what I'm saying? When you accommodate something, that means you prepare for it, you make preparation for it, and then you make it happen. I do not. And my husband will tell you, he has seen me dog down, dirty sick. And my body gets one day to recover because I let Satan know, look, I've got responsibilities that you're not going to keep me from doing. I have been to the point of, and when I tell you sick, I'm talking like flu. I'm talking like cold and flu symptoms. I'm not talking like, because I don't accommodate those things. And it's funny because I have had been dogged down dirty sick where things are coming out both ends. And I'm telling you, my body gets 24 hours to rest, relax, and get over it. And during that time, I will sleep, I will eat, I will sleep, I will eat, I will sleep, I will eat, and get up the next morning. Because during that time, I'm praying, my husband's praying over me, and my two sons are praying. And sickness can't stay in a house where you've got that many people praying, because and I said this morning in one of my other groups. Don't throng the Lord. Don't don't bump the Lord. If you're going to touch the Lord, reach out with purpose, reach out with faith, reach out with belief, and touch it. I mean, full on go for it and touch it, because he will reach back, and he will full on with full malice and faith. He will with intention. He will reach, and I don't mean malice. I'm sorry, wrong word. He will full on reach back, and he will grab hold to you, and he will pull you out of that sickness. And I'm not saying he's not pulling the sickness out of you, because he's not grabbing that. He's not grabbing that. He's grabbing you. And he gonna move you, and that sickness gonna go that way. You know, when he came up on the guy that had all the demons, and they said, let us go off into the pigs, he didn't grab the demons and pull them out. He grabbed the man. The demons fled. So there's that. Guys, I can't say this enough. I can't say this enough. And that's what this world is. That's what this world is. This world is bondage. You hear people of color talking about how they're in bondage, and how, they want reparations, and, they have been in bondage. And look, I'm not going to get into a historical debate here on this channel, but let me tell you something. There are a lot of people of all different nationalities right now that are still in bondage. They are in the bondage of Satan's claw through poverty thinking and poverty mindedness. Through mental illnesses, through physical illnesses, through, it's sad, because I make these videos, and I know people, a lot of people don't watch them, and that's your loss. That's their loss. Because if they could just take a minute, they're online anyway. And I'm not talking to you if you're watching, obviously. But it's like going to church. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, I'm a Christian. Got a doctor's appointment Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So you going to church on Sunday? Oh, no, by then I'll be too tired. That's my day of rest. So when's your day of healing? Oh, there's that. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, you've got doctor's appointments. Sunday's your day of rest. When is your day of healing? When is your day of paying your tithe and offerings? Because like I said this morning, you big bum the bar to get those prescriptions. So when is your day of tithe and offering? When is that? Here's what I don't get. 90% of sick people make a way to keep being sick. And I don't understand that. 90% of people in America make a way to continue being sick. And I truly don't understand that. You know, you're on lifelong medications. You keep upping the dose because your body, the medication stops working because your body gets used to it, so they have to keep upping the dose. And gee, I don't know why I'm sick, because maybe I keep pumping my body so full of foreign chemicals that are literally stirred up, batched up, and heaped up in a lab, and then mashed down and splashed down into a pill. And you keep forcing your body to accept these things because, hey, that's what the doctor said. Yeah, that's great. That's great. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You can regurgitate everything that the doctor said. Can you regurgitate anything that my Lord has said? Can you regurgitate anything that Jesus Christ has said? See, and you study, and you do your research, and you research it again, and you know the side effects of the side effects of the side effects. And this pill has, and I got to take heart pills, but the heart pills give me side effects, so I have to take, I got to take the pills for this, but the side effects give me hives, so I got to take side effects for the side effects. And then, you know, the hive medication that gives me high blood pressure, so now I got to take side effect for the side effects for the side effects. And you know all this, and you know what time and how much and exactly when and exactly where. You know all these things like the back of your hand. Every word, every word given to you by Satan, every word spewed out of the mouth of Satan, sickness, disease, darkness, despondence, despair. You know all that, but you don't have a clue. You don't have a clue about the light. You don't have a clue. You don't have a clue. You know where to go get prescriptions, but you don't know where to go get God. You know where to go find a doctor, but you can't. You're not going to Google a church. My heart breaks for you. And yeah, I did. I pulled this out of a box because I keep it. My pastor sent me this. I love this. And I keep it in the box to keep it from getting damaged because it means that much to me. The symbol is on the front here. I don't know if you can see it or not. And I love this because it's actually nice and big print, and I don't have to squint to see it. But I keep it here in this box because on most days, most any given day, when I'm referencing Bible uh, Bible references, I am doing it online through Bible Gateway, but I also have a book here. I have actually, to be honest with you, quite a few books. Um, I have, let's see, I have Boldly I Come, that's from my pastor. I've got quite a few reference letters here from Jesse Duplantis. I've got children's versions of the Bible. Uh, let's see. This one here is international version. So yeah, I do my homework. I do my due diligence. I do my study because the Lord says study to show yourself approved. I take notes. This is my evening notebook. This is my morning notebook. This is evening notes, morning lesson cards, and workbooks that I've already actually done and worked through, but now I use them as guidelines and references to teach and explore with you guys. So, I don't make accommodations. I don't make time. I don't make uh, effort for sickness in my life. I'm too busy taking care of my husband and my sons. They're grown men. Don't get me wrong. My boy is 21 and almost 20. My husband, of course, he's grown. Um, I'm older than him, but I love calling him "Hey, old man." He gets him every time. But I said I amuse myself. I, between taking care of those guys in the morning and doing every single thing I can to make sure that their day goes smoother when they leave this house. From the time I get up in the morning, I do everything I can, from making my morning videos quietly to making sure their laundry's done, their lunches are packed, um, their breakfast is made. I do everything I possibly can to make sure their day runs smoothly away from this house and at their job, because they do everything they can to make sure the bills are paid so my day runs smoothly while I'm at the house. See, they go to work to pay the bills, and I stay home to run the house. And that's a Christian household, and that's how we do it. That's what works for us. Because my boys don't think they're feminine. They don't think they're, transgender. They've never identified with me when I'm on my menstrual or having symptoms of a menstrual. No, no. Because, see, thinking, and like Jesse Duplantis always says, you may not know how or when you became gay, but you weren't born gay. Because Adam and Eve were meant to multiply. See, when God made the human race like every other race, you were meant to multiply and succeed in life. That's why Adam's partner was Eve, not Steve. Now, you have some kind of mental illness along the way that brought you to where you are. If you're a guy, some female hurt you, so you decided to turn to men. If you're a female, some male hurt you and you decided to turn to females. Okay, I'll grant you that. But you weren't born that way. You weren't born in the wrong body. You weren't, whatever. And I'm entitled to my opinion. And if you are watching this and you've decided you don't like it, then feel free to cut this video off and go on about your business. Because it is what it is. I do not make way for sickness and disease in my life or in the life of my family. I'm not going to be a soft place to fall for sickness and disease. I'm not making accommodations. I'm not setting my body up to be home to sickness and disease. I am about to be 52 years old, and I tell you what, I feel darn good. I feel darn good. Most days, I'm not even going to try to lie about it. There are some days I have the aches because I sit on my behind too much sometimes. And so I get the backache every now and then because this chair, as big as it is and as comfy as it is, doesn't support me like it should. And then in the bed, I love my bed. My bed is huge. I tell my boys all the time, look, y'all got to get out. You ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here. Close the door behind you. I'm going to bed because I'm getting ready to like stretch out. When I say stretch out, I'm like, pow, pow, when I stretch out in my bed. But then there's my dog. And y'all have seen pictures of her if you're on my other profile. But here's the thing. She has now decided, I've had her for 2 years, but she has now decided that getting under the covers is just the coolest thing ever. Me and this sweet dog have the sweetest bond. I've had her since she was exactly 6 weeks old. I got her Mother's Day 2 years ago. So she's actually coming up on 3 years old. But she is just the sweetest thing. She's part pit and part boxer. And she has decided that getting under, so to tell you about what size she is, she's part pit and part boxer. And she has decided that now it is a good thing to go under the covers and lay up next to mama. And what she will do is she will get straight up on my back like this. Like my back, if I'm like this with a little curve and my legs are bent, she will form that same thing, and she's sitting there pushing against me. So as big as the bed is, that's where she's at. So I'm not gonna lie, every now and then, some mornings I will wake up with the achy bakey backaches, right? But I don't accommodate it. I will tell my husband every now and then I get, y'all see I have no teeth. I'm old, okay? Every now and then I get sore teeth. I get the aches and pains, and I'm not even gonna say I get the normal aches and pains because it ain't normal. When you have the Lord Jesus Christ, and like I said this morning, if you watch that video, God took all those illnesses, okay? So I'm not climbing up on the cross to take them back. I'm not climbing up there with Jesus. Excuse me, Jesus. Excuse me, Lord. I know you're hanging around because, you're taking on the world's sickness and, the world's disease and the world's issues. But that right there, that's my sickness. That's my disease. That's my toothache. That's my headache. That's my backache. That right there could be, I don't know, that could be some thyroid issues. That could be some blood issues. Yeah, those are all mine. You know what, Jesus? Let me just take these back. All right, let me just scoot on down off the cross. Have fun saving the rest of the world, but I'm going to keep my stuff. Thank you very much. Said no person ever. And if they did, what the heck, man? But then again, some of y'all are saying that. Some of y'all are outright saying that because you will talk more about your doctor's appointments, your mental illness, your physical illness, your ailments, your this, your that, and the other than you will talk about anything else. And when you're not talking about your needs, then you're talking about the needs of someone in your family. Because that's the only kind of talk you know. Sadly enough, that's the only talk you've come to know is talking about your doctor or your family members' doctors. People, it's time. It's time. Get you a bag, take the sickness, take the fibromyalgia, take the diabetes, take the heart disease, take the lung disease, take the depression, take the oppression, the suppression, the anxiety, take the lesbianism, the gayism, the transgenderism, put it all in a bag, swing it over your head, and holler, "Hey Satan, bam, bam!" He's under your feet. He might bruise your heel. but you shall crush his head. Put him back in his place. Stop opening the door for him. Stop giving him conversation. Stop. Why is it you people will talk more to Satan than you will to God? Stop talking to him. What I mean by that is stop referencing the things that he has given you and start referencing the things that God has given you. Because I guarantee you, even on a bad day, you know, they say we all have a good day and we all have a bad day. I guarantee you, even on a bad day, I'm not giving Satan as much homage as some of you on a good day. All right, now, before I get too crazy with it, guys, anytime you want to talk, anytime you want to meet the Lord, anytime you want prayer to break the bondage of the sickness and the ailment and the disease and the whatever's going on in your life, anytime you want to stop being a slave to poverty, to sickness, to disease, text our prayer line. It is not a call line, it is a text only line. It is available 24 hours a day. Now, as soon as your texts come in and it is seen by one of our family members, we will contact you if you want to be contacted. If it is a prayer only, put prayer only, do not contact. We will not contact you. If you would like to be contacted, put prayer please, a little bit of content on what you would like prayer for, and then put contact. We will contact you. We will not call you. We will text you only. All right. So go forth. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Tomorrow is Friday. Friday is open talk day 2. I will try to find something else to talk about, but as long as sickness, disease, and murder is the topic of the world, maybe that's what needs to be my topic too, because there is a flip side of it. So, I don't know. Maybe tomorrow we'll talk about why people are going off on crazy murder binges. All right. This one ain't going on YouTube, so I can say them words. Not to mention I'm grown and those words are in the Bible, so I can say them words. And if Facebook decides they don't like this video, then I will post it on my very own website. Yes, I have my very own website. Go check it out. Type it in Google and it will bring you over to you will leave Facebook because it is a completely different platform. It is my very own website. So, all right guys. Have a good day. I know I'm animated. I won't apologize for it. I love my Lord. My Lord loves me. He gives me the strength, the ability, and the energy to get his message across. So, guys, go forth. Have a good day, and I will see you in the next one.